All right. Hey, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day out there. Bitcoin's doing its stuff. We have the Trump State of the Union coming up here pretty soon. We might watch it. We might not. I'm not entirely sure, but there's going to be some fun trading. We now have a bullish trend as far as the 4-hour chart's considered with Bitcoin, so we might do a 20x leverage trade or so here in a few minutes if it allows us to. I say overall it's gonna be a good day though. Couple things. News wasn't too big today. AI is still kind of getting walloped. That's what it is. Loki's over here wanting a treat, so I'll give him a treat very fast. But I'm happy to see you guys here today. I was kind of surprised how lackluster Bitcoin was this morning. I told you guys I expected a little bit of a bounce, and the bounce we got was from like 63,000 to 64,000. It was maybe a swing at the end of it, $2,000. Really wasn't a lot. So I'm hoping that Bitcoin can have something of a reversal here. We can kind of do that trade and then see if we can have a little bit more fun like that. But lower amounts of money because we're going to be trading during a State of the Union, which can always lead to a little bit more volatility, especially if he starts talking about tariffs. We could see Bitcoin's price action just come down, and I could lose like $500 in a few seconds. So let's keep track of it. Let's keep track of it. But I'm hoping you guys are all going to be here for a little bit to join me in. I got what? Water. Even better than water. I got tea. So welcome back, everybody. A lamb treat for Loki. He sees it here. Yeah. Oh, you got to come into the camera, my man. All right. Yeah, there he goes. All right, so let's get this kicked off for now because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening over the next 25, 30 minutes or so. There hasn't been a buy signal yet. I'll just admit I messed up and I made a trade when I shouldn't have. I did a trade right here. I thought we were going to break out because I saw we were crossing over, but the end of the candle didn't cross over. I kind of prematurely bought, if you will, and ended up just selling for like a couple $100 loss. I think it was like $300 loss. Excuse me, $352 loss. Wow. So it's not terrible, but that wasn't a good trade. So I'm hoping we can have a crossover here and I can buy, and I'll probably look to sell right around here, around 64,500. Or if we're going to be a little bit more bullish, maybe I will sell half right there, then see if we can ride it up a little bit further to 65. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard just because of what we have to see today with Donald Trump at the State of the Union. If you guys go over here to the trending tab on X, the partisans are going back and forth. You got State of the Union, I think probably Candace Owens, maybe? Yeah, Candace Owens. PSA, we won't be taking any lessons on what evil is from people who protected Jeffrey Epstein, attacking children, and looking the other way as Bibi Netanyahu committed a genocide in broad daylight. Damn. Damn. Carville, New York Police Department. I don't know what the heck is going on. But State of the Union is the big thing for today. Not many people are talking about Bitcoin for the most part. I think for now, because of how everything's been going, you can see Bitcoin's only down about 1% since yesterday. Ethereum is pretty flat. XRP is flat, BNB is down a little bit. There's not too much movement happening right now, and I guess I'll take it. I wonder if everybody's just waiting to see if Bitcoin's going to flush and go down to the 50,000s range, or if somehow the State of the Union can give us a little bit more of a bump and get us up to some nice spots. I don't think the State of the Union is going to make too big of a difference, but if you're day trading, it'll make a difference in your life. That's for sure. So I'm going to be keeping track of this to see if we have a crossover. We don't have a crossover right now, but at least we're in the green here. If you zoom out a little bit on Bitcoin though, let's get rid of the indicator for a second because you don't use it on these charts. We're still getting flushed here. I mean, we are still getting flushed. I wouldn't bank on anything that we do as far as longs here today to be of any great consequence. That weekly chart still looks like it wants to bitch slap us or something. I don't know. The daily chart, we're trying to hold on to for dear life. Today, this is why I thought we might have something more of a bounce. We might have a bounce that takes us up a little bit, like 65, 66, before ultimately continuing on that downtrend and then possibly having a flush going into this weekend or possibly early next week. Again, we'll see if it actually turns out to be that bad, but perhaps we're able to find some support. But the State of the Union, It doesn't say what time it's at though. I don't care about the State of the Union that much, guys. I really don't. But when is it? I asked what time. AI didn't tell me that. So that's oh, okay. 9 p.m. Eastern time. So that's gonna be that is late for Eastern time. Wow, yeah. So that's gonna be 6 o'clock my time, which is about an hour and a half away. Okay, we got plenty of time before that sucker comes on here. But today, are we gonna be able to bounce and go back up into that overall downward trend, or are we gonna be having something a little bit nastier? I think when I was you can kind of see this falling wedge that we're having right now. I mean, if we're lucky, I think we might be able to break out of it, but let me actually just add these on here and instead, there you go. No, it's not even a falling wedge. Hmm. Yeah, we just have this channel right now. We're going to try to break out of it, hopefully. But, you know, circumstances kind of wants us to come down even further. And hey, Will to the Fee, happy to see you. I tried to go live around 4 o'clock here. I tried. We'll see how it turns out. I'm waiting to see if we're going to have a buy signal here on the 4-hour chart, or excuse me, the 1 hour chart, the 15-minute chart. Because if we can, that'd be kind of nice. We had a little bit of a rising wedge over there. We have a head and shoulders playing out, but we're kind of breaking that pattern right now. Having a little bit of a surge. Almost makes me want to. Oh, there's a head and shoulder happening right here as well. Oh god, that's confusing. Yeah. We're still trying. I'll go to that for a second. Because I think there's going to be a buying signal here pretty soon. And I'll probably end up taking that one. I took one here and I fucked up and I ended up selling it for a small loss just because I went upstairs to go grab some oh, I had a hot dog and some vegetables. But we could be looking at a buy signal here pretty soon. That buy signal, again, like I said before, it only really take you up here to 64,500 or abouts, which would be a small amount of return, about like 0.5%. But you might, along with that, you may end up just doing something like maybe an Ethereum trade or something similar. That wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, well, that wouldn't be terrible at all right there. Because we're about to have that crossover. Here, hold on a second. Let's do I placed a smaller order right here to see. Now we haven't had the crossover yet. You can see it's still not there yet, but I'll give it a chance. But let me go over here to Ethereum very fast and okay, couple positions here. Got Ethereum and Bitcoin here. We'll see if they're able to push themselves up a little bit, and we'll close them if they do make a larger move. But for me, it's still, I mean, you can see the consolidation with Ethereum right now. Um, Definitely a smaller move, but I wouldn't get too aggressive until I can actually see that crossover happen. We've seen the RSI happen. That's actually good enough for me right now. And then I'd like to see something of a breakout that pops us back over here to 64,500, because if that happened, 64,500. Ah, there you go, 64,500. That'd be 11% profit. That's not terrible. I almost wonder if I should try to get greedy and be, because Ethereum, what's that resistance we're looking for here? Around 1860. 1860, 1842. 1860. 8%. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, excuse me, 1840. Jesus, that's stop loss. 1840, 1860. Yeah, it's a small little consolidation. It'd probably even break out and go higher, so it really should be up here 1868. Let's not be greedy on this one. This is going to be a little bit of a roller coaster. I don't want to go crazy on today's trades just because, well, the Bitcoin trade is large. I should say that. We're already down 40. It's only down 1%, but we're down about $50, right? I want to make sure that we're not getting too crazy just because of the State of the Union coming over. I know everybody's going to be talking about it here. President Trump personally sent a U.S. Air Force 757 to scoop up our Team USA hockey boys straight from Miami and fly them right to D.C. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're probably going to have a party in D.C. tonight. Oh, they're boycotting? Let's see. Economy, economy, economy. I'd love for Bitcoin to go up. That's my economy. If Bitcoin goes up, we'll be fine, right? Like, we're up a little bit right now. You guys can kind of see that. I hate zooming in because it messes up the buttons. But yeah, we'll keep track of it. It's going to be volatile though. Expect this to go red, green, like it was just red a few seconds ago. So, I wonder if I don't have a target price set for Bitcoin. I wonder if I should. I should have a stop loss set for Bitcoin. That's something I should do actually. So I should probably do for Bitcoin here. Let's have it just be right around 63,680. 63,680. Is that vibing with this? 63,680. 63,680. That's reasonable. 14%. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll see. These signals do not come at the right time. I don't know how to like get them to be correct with me, but that's something I'm having an issue with right now. Because it'll say I'm buying and selling on the same candle, even though I bought over here and I sold over here, and I can show you. Like I showed you guys the timestamps. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I'm gonna message their team to ask more about it though. At least we're going up. I think we should be getting a buy signal here. Oh, there it is. But see, I already did this before. It hasn't confirmed yet. We haven't closed. We have 9 seconds, and we'll see how that works out. So my T is blocking the corner, so I can't even see how much money I'm making or losing for that rather. Yeah, it's fine. We're doing fine. What's the fee? Yeah, the Bitcoin trade was a $58 fee, so I need to make well over $100 to make that back. But again, I'm going to give it some time. Yeah, why does it look like that? It looks freaking weird. There we go. All right. Well, finally got a signal. The last few signals have been decently good. Like these ones worked out, these ones worked out. But it's really, again, when you look at these, you're really like, you see the short signal, the sell signal, and it went to support. That's usually where my mind is like, okay, I've made my money, right? Like over here, there was support level right there, but like over here, the support level was right there. So you can see the short level right there, right there. You might have just opened it right there or here with the stop loss. which have been here or here, depends. And it hit support. Right. This one, it's a sell signal at the end of it, so the top of the green candle, and it went back down to support. It worked out. Right. There's been a few though that haven't worked out. That one hit support. That one hit support. This one right here, it did not come back down to the next level of support. It got stop lossed out. Yeah. So keep track of it for a little bit. Mostly, I just want to focus on some of the news and some of the other stuff going on. Crypto's been a little choppy. Oh, dude, it's been very choppy. That's why it's been hard to trade it. That's why, like, you've been getting the bare minimum. You haven't been getting like as many of these good moves as we've hoped for. But a lot of these moves have just been like at 4:30 in the morning my time. You know, maybe if you're on the East Coast, you can trade that. But like, I'm in bed. I'm in bed chilling right now at those times. So I'll keep track of it. It's not like we kind of had too deep of a move over here, but at least it's the first signal off of the 4-hour momentum changing. So I usually like those ones a little bit more. So this is the first signal after the red, right? After we went red bearish, you can see that was a good move, and even following that, it went down even further. The first one after the green one over here, that one had a really good one. The first one after this fresh green one, it had a nice little move. And I know it may not look like a lot, but again, you bought there and it had a rally up to that next level of resistance. That's all you care about, right? And it did go up higher as well. The first one of the shorts was right here. That one, I mean, I guess technically it hit. No, it didn't. Not where I would have had it for a larger breakdown. Yeah, I would have got stopped out way over here before it broke down a little bit further. But luckily, these ones would have made it a little bit easier to find that next level of support. So while I might have lost money that one, I probably would have made it back plus a teeny bit more with this. And then, of course, this one worked out to next level of support. It's just whether or not what support you're looking for, right? Like, what does the hourly chart look like? What does everything else look like? You're not just looking at the 15-minute chart. You're looking at the 4-hour, the 2-hour, and kind of having a good idea of what's happening. I don't know if I have... This was a scalping template. But why is it this? Let's go with the 1 hour. Let's go with the 2 hour. Let's go with the 4 hour. Because the 2 hour momentum is still good right now for going long. The 1 hour momentum right now is a little bit choppier, I believe, when I checked it out earlier. Yeah, we're a little bit more crossover choppy, and the RSI is still at least bullish in our right now. It feels like we're the beginning of a larger cross almost. So it might be worth it for me to actually have a larger sell signal up here. See, the thing that's bothering me, this is why I start to overthink things, is we're about to hit the State of the Union. What if Trump just starts randomly bringing up a shit ton of shit about tariffs? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking about. So I think if we hit the price targets before the State of the Union starts, which is like about another hour from now, I think what I'll do is probably close, like have the trades be closed, and then I'll open up new trades, but instead of putting a $5,000 with 20x leverage trade on, $1,000 with 10x leverage. That seems more reasonable because of the increased volatility and increased risk that's going to be coming from Trump's State of the Union. But I don't recall when was State of the Union 2025. Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. Okay, so March 4th, 2025. Different environment, but hey. I mean, That was a lot of action happening, but everything leading up into that was crazy. Oh god, yeah. We're not there though. This was also during like the tariff spit and stuff like that, but that was a volatile day. And I wonder if I can. What time was it? 9:19 p.m. Eastern time, so 6:19 my time. So he started right here, and there was already volatility. Oh god damn, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I want to trade during that shit. Why should I have to trade through that shit? Now, it wasn't that volatile through his speech, though. It just, right beforehand, there was a larger move. All right, that's fine, though. This is Bitcoin's 5-minute chart trying to make a move. I'll think of a price target for Bitcoin here. I'll feel it out. I probably will just sell up here just to be safe. Um, the Ethereum trade is fine. The Bitcoin trade is fine at this point in time. Maybe I should have done more as far as the monetary amount for the Ethereum trade, but no, I already have a lot. No, I already have about a chunk of cash in the Bitcoin right now. Yeah, 64.5. Yeah, only because we have a time crunch. If we have another signal that's during his speech, I'll buy into that one and double down. But we have to first make our profit off of this one too. Okay. Could probably move the partial up as well, but no, we'll let it play. This is still a risky trade right now. I don't need the sell buy signals for this one. There you go. I kind of like the idea of that. I almost wonder if I almost wonder if I disable the 4-hour gate, does that mean I'll get more signals? No, it's literally just showing up on what you call. I almost wonder if you wanted to do like more of an advanced trading mode without the momentum shifts, because the basis of the strategy in some respects is that we're waiting for the crossovers with the 15 on the 15-minute chart crossing over, having bullish moves below the 50 line for the stochastic and the RSI, with the 4-hour chart being green. But if we don't care about the 4-hour chart being green, what happens there, right? So, for instance, if we have the crossover that's up here, right? I don't do these crossovers because there's a crossover there. Oh, that one's bearish, so we would have had to do this crossover right here with that still being bullish. Yeah, I guess that gives you too many signals that probably aren't going to work. There's a reason I haven't done that in the past, but sometimes I just get a little bit, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen type stuff, right? But we're still pushing. But yeah, I don't think I want to go crazy with these trades today, guys. So the State of the Union is going to kick my butt. And plus, Ethereum is not even making us any money. Bitcoin's doing fine. We're up almost $200. But Ethereum is, the fuck is happening with Ethereum right now? No, Ethereum is freaking stagnating over here. Stagnation. Stagnation, darnation, toot nation. Something like that. Yeah, so Ethereum ain't even doing what I wanted to do. The 15 on this is still bearish here. And maybe that's why. Maybe I should have waited for this to be a little bit more bullish like the cross over there. But that cross, yeah, you can't trust the crossovers. I don't trust the technicals for Ethereum because Bitcoin kind of overrides it to a certain degree. So we'll see if we can get a continuation of a pump here. But we just got this signal here, so I'm not going to rush it too much. We don't need the patterns. The patterns add too much clutter, in my opinion. Because, yeah, I don't feel like I want to be hoping for the best and seeing we're having a large move. I do see the 200s kind of screaming in here, though. There we go. So Trump messed up the cycle with all those tariffs. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. He messed up not just the cycle, he messed up all-time highs. So are we shorting when Trump starts to talk? Oh, I'm not even trading when Trump starts to talk. That's going to be some crazy shit. But I would expect people are going to short heavily when he starts to talk. Yes, I would expect them to do it, right? Did you see what happened to the chart 2 hours after his speech? Yeah, it was chaotic. It was definitely chaotic because he's going to be tweeting after all this other type of stuff. People are going to be talking. Other countries are going to be responding. I'm hoping it's not that bad. You know, I'm hoping we're just doing some simple stuff. And Trump coin? Shit, Larry, did you buy any Trump coin? I think I might have a few left, but right now it seems like it's only up 0.3%. If you're going to try to trade Trump coin, that might be something interesting. I got a buy signal as I don't use the signals on this one, but I mean, shit, they've worked. Shit, maybe. Let me open up I have a secondary weeks account that doesn't have as much money, but I do it for more testing. No. Oh my god. Okay. Uh. Sorry, I want that login verification code. So I gotta open up the email and all that good stuff. So remember I told you guys I was testing those 400% prop trades. Again, it was 50%, but it was like 11 cents. I'm when I say testing, I'm not screwing up my money on that type of stuff. And then that river stuff we did yesterday, I'm still holding that river that we did yesterday, but nothing has happened to it. Nothing has happened since we bought it. I'm hoping for like a larger move. Right? So it's a long and just this is a 1 minute chart. I should probably pull it out since yesterday. Right? We're in this consolidation phase, so I'm hoping we can like rip and go higher. The stop loss should be 853 though. How many times have I done that? Yeah. This is a tiny position. Maybe I'll forget about this, so let me assume it's going to come up here to $9. No, it's, yeah, $9. That's not. $8.90. Yeah, okay, 25%. Okay, but this is, we don't trade with like a lot of money here. Like that, it's down 3%, and I'm not even down $1. Okay. Meanwhile, this one for Bitcoin, you know, I'm up 2%, and I'm up over 125 bucks, right? And Ethereum's gonna be a piece of shit tonight. I can feel it. That's okay. And Bitcoin's still trying to surge higher. We're having some resistance here, but we're trying to surge a little bit harder. But Trump token. How much do I have in this one? 9,100 right now. Okay. 300 with 20x leverage. And then stop loss at 334, 335. 335, 3.35. 13%, and price target will be something we figure out in a second. Let's not aim for the moon here. Although it did have a big move earlier this morning. So let's just go to like 340. No, 340 is on pretty close. Yeah, but 340. Nice little scalp at least. Or, you know what? Let's make this more fun because I don't really have a lot of money invested in this one. Yeah, what? We're up 35 cents. Maybe I should. Make it a little bit larger, I suppose. So we really only have invested like a few $100. It's not a lot. Maybe we have the stop loss. Three, three, five. So they both have the same stop loss. And why don't we just kind of ride the wave and see what happens? I feel like that'd be more entertaining. Again, this is the real money is happening over here as we kind of see if we can make a move over the next hour or so up here. But that could be pretty interesting to see if that could pull it. That could pull itself off. Excuse me. There we go. Push it back a little bit. What time's the speech? At about an hour. About an hour. But normally it may take a little bit longer than the hour itself. I'm probably gonna play this speech, but I'm not entirely sure. I remember playing it last year, and I just remember how boring it was, and I remember how I almost fell asleep, and I remember how I really didn't want to do it, so I probably won't do it. I'd rather like. I will have it playing in the background, but we will be watching charts during that time. Or maybe it'll be a small. I'll put him in the corner or something, like the top right hand corner of this screen for you guys, and his head will be over there, and you can see everybody clapping or not clapping and stuff like that. Maybe that'll do the trick. Yeah. That's what it'll end up being. I'll try to find a good little page for me to use a little bit later, closer to it. But yeah, that might be the best way to go about it. And hey, trader from Canada took a little short on Bitcoin. Dude, good luck, my man. His last speech, moon guys, trust me, go along. The M2 money supply, TR turns up this week. Everything is aligned. I mean, we're at a support level. We're at resistance and stuff like that. Should be fine. I'm just hoping that what we have working right here, I'm hoping I can at least get back up here to 64,500 to get out of this position. I don't know if we're gonna like get a flat top or we're gonna have lower highs and stuff like that. But I'm hoping we can get something around 64,400. Anything above that, I'll be happy to sell this at. But I'm only up right now. Ethereum's up 1%, and Bitcoin's up 3% right now. I feel like I should just. Can I share this? Is that? There you go. It's up 3.81% right now. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll go up to 4%. No, we just have to wait a couple seconds. No, I went back down. Shit. But yeah, so we got to keep track of that here, and that shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, but why does it do that? Why does it keep on doubling up on certain candles? I don't understand why it does that. All right. He called Marjorie Taylor Greene Marjorie Trader Greene last week. Oh shit! I haven't heard much from her. Whenever people go after Trump, they're famous for a little bit because mainstream media like, oh my God, we have this person that was part of Trump's inner circle. They're against him now. We can use this person against Trump all the time, right? And then they use him for a little bit, but then after a while, everybody's just like, well, the Republicans are like, okay, well, we don't care about her no more. We don't agree with her. We support Trump over her. Like, oh, we may even have some agreements with her, but we don't think she's helping Republicans look good right now in an election year, right? Democrats would be like, okay, well, we love that you don't like Trump, but like, you're still Marjorie Taylor Greene. You still are pro-life. You know what I mean? Like all that type of shit. and it just kind of dies down, and people don't really. It's not people don't get excited about it anymore, which is fine, right? But to be frank, I haven't been watching the news as much as I used to. I haven't been looking at much political stuff. I haven't had the time. I've just been out there having a good old, good time fucking around and whatnot. But this week I'm not going out at all. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go out tonight. Oh god, I told a girl I'd be there. Oh god, see, why do I gotta keep my word? Well, you know what? Bitcoin's paying for dinner tonight. Hopefully, maybe we'll see. Maybe. That Trump token on the other one. The fuck did it? Why does it split? I hate this splitter stuff. You guys, that code expired. Whatever. Close right view. So this is the YOLO one during Trump's speech. We're gonna give it a shot. I have 2 separate Trump trades. They're not a lot of money. I think the total amount of money I have invested in this is what, 160, 175 times 3. $525 on the line with 20x leverage. That's not gonna cause no pain. But at least it's going up, and Bitcoin itself is going up. I'm almost wondering if I'm gonna look like an idiot. Well, I'm gonna make money off this trade hopefully, but if I sell right here and it all of a sudden decides to balloon, because we are looking at that 200 there. But what else is passing by? Oh, the 50 on the 100. Okay, the 1 hour. Okay, it's breaking above the 2 hour right now. And the 4 hour, it's still pretty far away from all the moving averages though. Some volatility when breaking around those. Sorry, there's a dog hair in my mouse, and when it messes with the laser quality detection. There you go. Oh, this is a 4 hour. Don't worry about those bites. I was thinking of treating this as a 15-minute chart. Yeah. All right. We're getting there. We're at $400 right now. Let's see if we can get this going. What do you call it? Be like a what's his name? Crypto Face. Except for I will open up my trades live with you guys if I can. But I open them up live with you guys to make the money. But we'll see if we can get a push at this, because we're really close. We're about $125 away from our target price. I could close this right now and take a little bit of cash, but I think I need to get a little bit more. Hopefully the greed doesn't come back to bite me in the butt, but 64,500. I'll put it right here because there's already a line right there. 64,500, a little bit above that. There you go. Which way we have our first little buy signal of the night. I was gonna go live around 3:30, but I wanted to eat some dinner first, so I'd actually have the energy to talk with you guys. And then of course, the Trump trade is still going high. Not a lot of money, of course, but still in the right direction. I only bought that because Larry mentioned the token. I'm really curious to see how it does, and that's going to be one way I can actually go back to check it out time and time again. And then what I actually also got to do is I got to go over here to YouTube very fast so I could find the State of the Union speech, because I'm not gonna use a. I gotta make sure that
Walker. It should have been mine.
I gotta make sure that the one I'm using. The one I'm using doesn't have like logos and stuff like that. I'm seeing a bunch of them that do right now, but they're all like pre-stuff. So I'll find the one that doesn't have logos here pretty soon. Maybe it's the White Houses or something. And I'll play that for us, and that'll be pretty nice. But yeah, all right, let me see. Officially at 38% for the year. Made a lot of mistakes last couple weeks. Hey, that's good though. I mean, what do you call it? The first few weeks were freaking hell though, right? If you go back to Bitcoin this year, let's pull this back over here a little bit. All right. Everybody having a decent Christmas time. Everything was kind of consolidating. Going into the first week, we had a little bit of a momentum change that gave us a couple decent little moves. Really, the move started back over here on the 30th. But even back on the 30th, right? we didn't really have the full momentum package, so you couldn't really be too excited. So all you can do in those situations where it's kind of choppy, but you get a signal, is all you can really hope for is to get up to a previous level of resistance. And in this case, there was two levels of resistances. You had this one right here, peaked, 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 right? And that took a few days. Or you were hoping for something more like this, right? Where it came back up, got rejected, then came back up again and broke down. But you can see, I mean, whoosh. I mean, like this one was easy. This one, if you didn't sell at the resistance, you got hammered. You didn't sell up here again at the resistance. It went a little bit higher, but you know, that next one right there, you got hammered again. At least during that time, if you bought here, sold here, you made money. If you bought here, sold there, you made money, whatever. But again, it all you can hope for in those scenarios is really just hitting a level of resistance. What is why these trades are so freaking boring right now that I'm doing, because oh my fucking god, I fucking hate. Okay, yeah, I sold early. I still sold here even though it marooned higher. That's what I'm fucked up about. I should have just followed my gut and kind of blanked it, but I want to be so much better when I'm trading live with you guys. Like, have a target price, have a stop loss, do all the other fucking shit. Well, let me see. Oh, God. Thousands down the drain. Wait, hold on a second. I gotta be able to zoom in on this. Regardless, the buy signal fucking worked. How do I? Why isn't it? Do I gotta zoom out more? Okay, I walked away with $554. I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm happy. How do I? But it sold at 64,500. Right? That's my target price was. It's at $65,800. Oh well, I don't give a fuck. I made money, but oh, I'm gonna turn into a fucking zombie. Oh well, there was some trading that I did live for you guys. The goods and the bads, and the extra volatility that we were talking about that could possibly happen during this type of event. Yeah. But this is why I'm going live with you guys more often now, because I want to be able to do this type of stuff. Don't expect that, like, where was that size candle for the last like 24 hours? Back on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, so Sunday. All right. So they don't happen all that often. You can't for sure know. That one was because Trump added tariffs onto a few countries, like because of the Supreme Court stuff. That was so much more money if I would have just done this up here at 65,200. I did 64,500. It's at 65,600. Oh, oh, oh. Did the Ethereum trade at least close? The Ethereum trade closed too. So hold on, let me zoom out. You guys can never see when I'm zoomed out. It always looks fucking horrible. Where is the? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was trying to find the Ethereum information under the Bitcoin information, and I kind of had a brain fart. The Ethereum trade also did okay, but I only made $87 off of it instead of 500 something dollars. That's fine. This is one of those times where, like, next time I do a trade, I'm going to be like, maybe I should have a more aggressive price target because of what I just happened. And then that's when it's going to not hit my price target. It's going to crash beforehand. I'm like, then my stop loss hits. These are those types of moments. So, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go. Fuck yourself. All right. Not you guys. I'm looking at the freaking trade. You can be mad even if you made money. You can. You're not supposed to be, but you can. Okay, I'll come back to that in a second. All right. But yeah, nice little move right there. Hit levels of resistance over here at 65,000, 64,900 or so. And Bitcoin's still on the move right now. Yeah, so there you go. Wonder if the speech is even going to affect the price. To a degree, I think it will, because he can talk about tariffs and that'll cause Bitcoin to come down. But right now, there seems to be some volatility around the price, and Bitcoin just jumped up $1,600 basically. We're moving. Do I ever do event futures? I don't even know what event futures are. I mean, I do copy trading, I suppose. So like people could copy those trades that I'm doing. But I don't really like advertise it too much. Yeah, I don't really advertise it too much. But yeah, I basically do those on exchanges. People follow me if they want to. On this one, I just started with weeks, so I don't have any followers on that one yet. But yeah, the Bitcoin's still going higher right now. We're about to try to break out above $66,000. Increased volatility. But what did we just break? Remember I told you we were looking at the 50 on the 50 on the 4? No. Oh, we just broke above the 20 on the 4, but no, what was it? 50 on the 50 on the 2. A little bit of volatility there. Yeah, that's nice to see though. Because now if you go back over here, you can see everything just jumping. Boom, boom, boom. And we turned green back over here as far as the 4-hour momentum shifting. Oh, and I should mention this. When it comes to the strategy, it's usually the first or second signal after we turn green is usually, or red, like short it for red, long for green. Those are usually the best signals. So you can see this one right here, the first signal post when you turn green. It worked out. Yeah, we're probably cleared to go back above $66,000. How's the momentum on the 15-minute chart now though? Yeah, RSI is fucking sky high. Unlike the 15, my head's blocking the 1-hour chart, but you can see the RSI skyrocketed there as well. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of a jump right there. We don't need to stay on this screen though. I know there's a lot of clutter happening right there. But yeah, so there you go. A little bit of live trading for the day. Overall, oh god. How do I do this position history? So after fees, it's around like $700 or so of profit. But remember, I made a bad trade over here earlier because I had to go get some lunch or dinner. Bought over here and I sold here and I lost a few hundred dollars there. So it kind of balanced out. I mean, I still made money, but still, kind of shows how sometimes a bad trade before I do a good trade. All right, but there you go, Bitcoin. I'm happy to see it moving finally. We haven't been this excited about Bitcoin in a while, have we? Usually has a high success rate and a good return. Yeah, Dolphin, there you go. He's the guy, so for those of you guys who are wondering, he's the guy that built this indicator that I'm using right here. We're in the process of fine-tuning it right now, but I mean, talk about a good signal. Talk about a good signal right there. That was a very, very good signal. It's essentially betting if the price is going to go up or down within the next 10 minutes or 30 minutes, hour, or day. Not so much a specific time. It's like within the next few hours. So like if you were to pull up Bitcoin in a naked chart, so do I have a naked chart I could use? Probably the lesson one. Michael Lesson, yeah. Okay. Um, sorry, Loki wants a treat. This is his last treat for the night. My grandma was over today, so he got plenty of treats. All right, good boy. Yeah. All right. So when Bitcoin is choppy like this, a lot of times the 4-hour chart is just very helpful. This is where you have all that extra information from just like looking at charts all day, having no life. As I have a life, but it's heavily revolved around trading. So you notice how the crossovers, right? Nice little return, decent return. This one was a decent return. This one right here was not a good return. It ran up to resistance and got knocked back down. This one had a decent return. And we're looking for the crossovers below the 50 line here, basically, right? The 50 line on this one isn't really exaggerated, but I can probably turn it on for you very fast. Those are the 50 lines right there. So it makes it a little bit easier when you're choppy, like sideways chop like this, where we had a nasty drop and we're just trying to figure out what's happening next. They work out a little bit better. But you are going to see in these circumstances, you see how we had multiple crossovers, like one right there and one right there where nothing big happened, right? But even within those, oh, wait a second. Right there is a, because the RSI didn't cross over until right here. So, which you guys can't see. There you go. The RSI didn't cross over until right there. Oh, right there. So throughout that little move, though, if I go back in time, we had another crossover where both crossed over, right? Right here, here. Sorry, my contacts are like getting dry, and that sucks. I gotta hydrate them here. There you go. Crossover there. The crossover happened over here. So you had a buy signal right here. Maybe I should just turn this on. Yeah, okay. And it ran up into the levels of resistance were not that great. All right, so this one, you would have probably had a stop loss here, right? Around that area. It wouldn't have hit your price target up here, so you probably would have had a loss right there. And the next one that happened, this one came up to your next level of resistance, which was right here. You're able to probably recoup the loss you took over here. Maybe not make a massive profit, but recoup the loss. And then again, until then you're red, so you can short right there. The stop, the price target was there or there, and of course, that one. It was a small profit, but I guess that's what you were looking for. This one ended up going back down to that larger support level, or that support level, I suppose. This one came down, but yeah, it hit it. I mean, it happened really fast, but it hit it. And of course, it did come back down to hit this eventually. This one got stopped out real fast, though. That one was fucking rough. Wait. Oh yeah, it did technically happen above the 50, barely, but it did. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot what I was trying to say about that one. But there's some method to the madness, I suppose, is my point. Let's see. And 15 here. We could get out of this. This is the naked chart. There you go. 66,000. Break above that. See, I should have done I should have sold off 50% and then see what happened afterwards. But that's okay. I typically don't like to do that, to be honest. I typically don't. But if I do it, it's going to be on the first trade of a new trend on the 4-hour charts. But I think what are we looking at right now? Because I know the 15 fine. I know we know the 15 is bullish right now because of the buy signal. We know the hourly is bullish right now because the RSI was still fine. The stochastic was choppy, but that was enough for me to I still put in some money in, right? 2-hour chart was bullish when we bought. The 4-hour chart obviously was bullish. The daily chart was bullish when we bought. Well, probably choppy when we bought, probably choppy. And the weekly and monthly are still bearish, right? But that was the whole point of yesterday. Remember, yesterday I thought we were going to have a 4-hour crossover reversal, and we were going to have something of a nicer move, but I expected it to happen in the morning hours. Be forgetting that there was a freaking what do you call it? State of the Union thing going on. We also have our Trump trade on there, Trump coin trade right now. But I will say that one is just to fuck around with it. It jumped. I mean, one's at 43%, one's at 44%. I've made $12. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. And of course, this is the one I'm saying, let me have fun and let me not have a price target, which would have been somewhere around here, right? Oh, man. But again, what's it hitting right now? It's hitting that next level of resistance. I should sell right now, but because this is more for fun, we're going to kind of see how it does throughout the his Trump's speech. We're gonna keep it here. See what I mean? Like, you don't have to be as rigid and risky or risk adverse as I am, but I like just like I made after that's said and done like maybe $400, $500 today. That's fine, and I might have an opportunity later on tonight to do another trade. But yeah. Oh, blah 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 blah. Though, that could have been a couple $1,000s. Oh my lord! And now you're seeing Bitcoin right up to that next level of resistance there. Yeah. But don't look at these buy signals as buy signals. They're not buy signals in the 4-hour chart. You primarily use them on the 15-minute chart. Yeah. 66,185 though. That's a nice little move. Granted, I sold it right here for a profit of $580. Imagine if it would have went all the way. Yeah, maybe I'll practice. Maybe I'll practice doing a little bit more partial price targets instead of just selling everything at the same time. Maybe I'll do 80% sell, 20% let's wait and see. That's more reasonable. That way I can lock in the profit, just kind of move up the stop loss a tiny bit, so I'm no matter where I break even with the rest of the trade, and that's it. Mr. Wonderful got invited to speech. Oh, I would not be surprised about that at all. He's been trashing everybody on CNN the last few nights. Every time I'm scrolling through TikTok or X, I've been seeing him on just obliterating the CNN guys. How does it give signals? If you want to understand it, it's like a long process to understand everything. I have a video about it. If you go to my YouTube channel, I am not a German. I am Michael. See, is this? Do you mean Michael Whitman? No, fucking Michael Whitman. No, I am me. I am me. I'm sure there's a famous line about that type of shit. But my exact day trading system that turned beginners profitable, real results. Hence, I'm streaming the real results right now. Thankfully, it worked. Thankfully, it worked. I did it 7 days ago. Let me play this ad very fast. It's not a incredibly long video. It's 9 minutes long. And it basically just gives you the overview of the system. If you want the more advanced one, it's not 9 minutes. It's this one right here, from 13, the only day trading video you ever need. This one has PowerPoint presentations involved. So more complicated, but more understanding, more examples. Right? Stop loss placement, hold time. So what I'm doing these trades, and why I put that line there saying, hey, I'm going to sell right here. Even though in hindsight, it fucking blew the top off of what I thought, right? But in hindsight, it's not always going to blow the top off. It's not always going to go, oh my God, the massivest profits just came rolling in, right? Like at least not in a very fast, specific point in time. Like not within a 1 15-minute candle. The reason I do that is so that you have structure. Like, I don't know if you were listening a few minutes ago, if you were here, but I told you guys this is the type of stuff that after it explodes and after I sold right here, like I sold right there for like $580 something profit, right? But if I didn't have that price target, I'd be up thousands right now. Okay. And I'm not happy about it. I'm not going to pretend like I am. But my point being that this type of move subconsciously, next time I make a trade, I might be a little bit more greedy and make the move go up here. And what that can do to you is it can fuck up your situation, right? So you can see there was a buy signal right here, and you had that next level of resistance, which was that old previous level of support. It ran into that. Let's get rid of this other one so it doesn't confuse you. It ran into resistance and then got rejected back down. Well, if I would have said I'm going to be a little bit more greedy, I'm going to aim for this. Well, guess what? It never hit, and you would have got stopped out eventually, right? So when I teach all that stuff, I get into all those boring details that nobody ever likes. They're there to create a level of discipline so you can continue making money. And if you want to have fun, you want to go crazy with some stuff, you can do it, but you have to have like a high risk account. Like my high risk account is what we're doing right now, and I'm not even risking a bunch of money, right? This is the high risk account. It has $9,100, $9,200 in it, right? And right now I'm up $7 in a position, and I'm up $7.20 on a position. I'm not even like going anything crazy right now, right? Yeah, it's that discipline key is really, that discipline factor is very key, very key. But there are times as an emotional guy, which I can be, I don't like that I lost out on money. Like here, hold on. Let me do this very fast. Weeks. Oh, Moroccan mint tea, I love you. Ooh, that's still hot though. Okay. Futures. So order history, position history. So hey, chat GPT, I opened up a 20x Bitcoin trade at uh, 61 no 64,195.4 and sold it at no Jesus 64,138 and sold it at 64,503 64,503 and got a profit after fees for of 554.06. Okay. How much profit would I have made if I sold at 66,000? Don't worry about the fees. Short answers. Okay. And it's at 66,100 now. right? $2,800 profit instead of my $500 or $550, right? So you get what I'm saying now. Probably best you don't check these numbers out though. It'll fuck with your brain. It'll fuck with your brain a lot. There we go. Oh, and now we're up to 66,300. Oh yeah. Oh well. I felt like I know. Maybe I was paying attention to these signals. These signals worked out, but you see how they were shorter as the 4 hour was about to twitch back over. Yeah, so it hit support. Whether you told here, whatever your target was here or here, it hit. You were able to take your money and run. But that was at 4:30 in the morning. I was, like I said before, I was sleeping. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm the guy that's not happy with making about 600, 500 bucks. Oh, plus the Ethereum trade, minus the other trade I lost. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Don't I hedge? No, I just have stop losses and price targets. I don't hedge at all. I don't like hedging. We are so blessed, or whatever word wants to use. We have that skill or talent. That's true. Yeah, that's true. USD dominance is finally showing some weakness, just little. Hey, I'll take a little bit of weakness right here. Again, we are looking at some short-term resistance that's giving Bitcoin an edge. The daily momentum has been bullish for a while, not weekly, but before the weekly can get bullish again, you can kind of start to see those lags kind of hitting the market. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. Remember I said Bitcoin did a double bottom before going to 80 to 84,000. Get ready for that short squeeze. Oh God, I would hope so. And hey, New York, so I think it goes up more. I think it can definitely go up more. The risk right now is that Trump's about to do a State of the Union, so this thing is going to get a lot very volatile. So if you have a heavy leverage, it can get liquidated out, especially if you have an isolated position instead of your normal cross. So just protect yourself there. And hey, Fitty fan, happy to see my men again. Or not, I don't mean that, but what do you call? Happy to see you message again. I don't know what I was going for there. I'm in a default mode right now, my man. Told you it's gonna move. Wait until this drops in an hour after his speech, and it will go parabolic. I'm hoping it will. I'm happy I was able to make my money though. I typically don't trade through news events, so that's my personal decision to make. If you guys want to go for it, awesome. We did our trade. We made our money. I'm happy with it. I don't know. The Trump trades are still working out. They're both up around 55% right now. I did this as more of a small little thing just to have fun. I'm not putting big money behind it because literally I already had thousands of money invested in other trades. I'm not putting a lot more into stuff like this. But of course it's working out. Yeah. I did 2 buys, as you can see, 1 buy, 1 buy. Right there and right there. Pretty good timing, at least. I'll say that. Pretty good timing. I should probably move the stop losses up to 345. $345. There you go. That's the new stop loss. So no matter what happens, we're walking away with some money, even if it's only like $10 at the time of the profit. I don't care. I'm making money off this fucking trade. You got to double down on what's working. The only thing was the Ethereum trade worked out pretty well too. Don't worry about the signals on the Ethereum chart. You trade off of the Bitcoin chart to for the Ethereum. So I don't look at the buy signal for Ethereum. I buy Ethereum when the Bitcoin signal is green. That's typically what I do. But right now we're having a little bit of peak. We're having a little bit of difficulty breaking through that next level of resistance. So it might take a little bit of time. We might have to consolidate a little bit longer. So at least right now we're in a good spot. And hey, Karaoke, no news right now. We're just waiting for Trump to start his State of the Union address. What indicators am I using? This is just stochastic and RSI indicator. That's all I use, and then I have moving averages, of course. But the indicator, it's a work in progress. It's not something that's out there available for anybody just to use right now. But all it is articulating a specific strategy that I made. Excuse me. Go over to... What did I even have this mine as? Maybe if you type in trading strategy, and then maybe do this week. I don't know if mine's gonna pop up though. Yeah, I'm not a big trading channel. These guys don't. I'm not gonna say their strategies don't work, but they don't give you a full breakdown of how the strategy works because YouTube doesn't like long, boring content, and I make very long and boring content. Yeah, my stuff isn't on here. Okay, if you just go to my channel, above the Nazi stuff, I know, and you go right over here. This breakout strategy will create millionaires. It's the one from 3 days ago. There's it's like having an ABC split test. So, like, you might see different titles, but it's the one from 3 days ago. No. Sorry, that's different. This simple day trading strategy that works every day. That one right there, right? And you can see that exact same one right now has like a robot on it. You may see the robot thumbnail. You may see that thumbnail, whatever. But there's multiple thumbnails. So just the simplest day trading. Oh, the one from 7 days ago that has 2.1 thousand views. That's the one you want to see if you want to look at it. If you want the longer tutorial, you want the one from 13 days ago. That's 17 minutes long. But it, like I said before, it has a
this AI.
Oh God, I fucking hate ads. It has PowerPoints. So it shows you everything that you got to do. Right, so it kind of shows you the setup, but then it also goes into like, hey, so examples, then going back to the PowerPoint, different sizes that we do. Like, so if everything's working out for you, it's $1,000 is the max you want to do if you're kind of a newer trader. But like for me today, we had the 4 hour was bullish, the 15-minute was bullish, the daily was bullish with the weekly, and the monthly are bearish. So like mine is reduced to like a 60% of my normal thing, right? And that means for me, I did a $5,000 position at 20x leverage, and that netted me after fees like $550 profit. So really, it was like $650 of profit, but it's like $100 in fees. So, yeah, it does its thing. It does its thing. Let's see. I don't see any big things though, as far as. I don't want that one. Where's the other one? Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, the Trump ones may hit. Yeah, I still want to make sure I walk away with some money on that one. Okay, we'll come back to it a little bit though. And you're seeing a little bit of consolidation like we were just talking about for Bitcoin because it's running up against resistance. It's just not having enough steam to break through them. Cryptocurrency bill passes. Oh, that'd be nice. And hey, Crypto Dog, man, happy to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Do I think Trump made the prop bets on himself tonight? Oh my God, Trump would never do that, but I know his sons that maybe helped him write the drafts. They probably did it. I would take some massive fucking bets if I was his kids, right? And hey, SO3 Mac, I wouldn't say I'm lean just yet, but I'm losing weight. I definitely am losing weight by not eating as much, drinking a bunch of water and a bunch of other stuff. like protein shakes and whatnot. But I am eating healthier and all that good stuff, so it's been working out. A few pounds a week. It's working well. Hey, Luxka, what's up, Michael? We pumping? Yeah, we just had a nice little pump here. We just finished off a day trade a little bit ago, but I was pouting a little bit. My price target was right here at the exchange, so I sold. I sold right there, right? And of course, it just obliterated it. So by the time I stopped answering a question, I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, there we go. I was expecting a little move up here, a little testing, maybe consolidation before Trump's speech, but no, we just went boom, boom towards the heavens right there. We went above $66,000 for a little bit of time, so it is what it is there. It's true, Chin Tuesday. This trend will likely last up to Thursday, Friday. Oh, shit, there we go. And hey, Crypto Shiro. Oh, I like the name. What? Loki's over here wanting to have another treat, but I don't have any more treats from over here. He had a lot today. Let me see very fast before I go through this. Hold on, guys. I need to add a window capture moment in here. Can I make this a little bit larger? I wonder if I should actually just crop the sides off a little bit. Or better yet, I don't know if I could actually. No, that won't look good at all. Shit. Here, hold on. I can't have the audio on right now. Or yeah, no, it'll. I don't even know. Is it making a noise? I don't even hear audio from it in the first place. Yeah, we should be good for now, but I'll mute it just in case. There we go. But you can see there's some stuff happening over here. So what I might do is let me label this something else. Rename SOTU State of the Union SOTU. And then let's go over here to final stream tab. The window capture, and let's do the State of the Union tab. Let's see if we can make this work a little bit better here. It was originally my plan to not even stream this, but I feel like everybody's going to want to watch it after all, so I'm just like, okay. There you go. And then in the middle, and then let's just move my beautiful head up above, right there. Right there. There we go. Okay. So it'll be there. But right now, it just, right now it seems pretty slow. Everybody's kind of waiting for the president to kind of introduce himself and come in. We got to be careful about the audio and stuff like that. But once it starts, I think it'll be fine. What I'll do is I'll take out my headphones, which keep me in a pretty good mood while I'm streaming. So if I get tired and sleepy all of a sudden, this is because I'm not jamming in my ears. Also, I usually need music when I trade. That's a thing of mine. I know you guys see the. Oh, you guys can't. Hold up. No, that's what we call. No, oh, that was the right one. Okay, you guys can't see. You can see speakers there. I got really big, tall speakers over there, and I got a massive center channel. I got a massive subwoofer, and like literally, I can make my whole house like violently shake if I so desire. I don't usually do that, but I can if I want to. Keeps me on edge. Keeps me like ready to go. Which is something I usually need when I'm live trading. I'm usually tired these days after walking and doing all my exercise and stuff like that. Okay. Let's take a second to say hi to Loki very fast because he just wants to say hi apparently. Yeah. He's looking for treats, but whenever he looks at treats, he's just like, I don't see a treat. Why am I over here if I don't have a treat? Okay. And I think I did this one right here. Oh, they're saying something right now, that's for sure.
President of the United States into the chamber. The gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Scalise. The gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Emmer. The gentlewoman from Michigan, Mrs. McClain. The gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Hudson.
Give me a second.
The gentleman from Pennsylvania, Mr. Johnson. The gentleman from Utah, Mr. Moore. The gentlewoman from Indiana.
There we go.
The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Hearn. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Jeffries. The gentleman from California, Mr. Aguilar. The gentleman from California, Mr. Liu. Gentlewoman from Washington, Mrs. Delbene.
For those of you guys,
From Michigan,
hold on.
Mr.
Can you guys even hear that now?
The President of the Senate,
I can hear it in my ears.
that body appoints the
One of the reasons we're pumping is because we're about to have the State of the Union and Trump's about to talk. We're going to see if he has anything good to say, but expect high volatility. Be careful if you guys plan on trading during this time.
following senators as members of the committee on the part of the Senate to escort the President of the United States into the House.
It's going to be muted for a second. I'm not going to talk so much during this, okay? I don't like to overtalk people when we're watching the stream. You may hear something. I will talk when there's plenty of applause, when I can talk, but I will not talk too much, okay?
Senator from Oklahoma, Mr.
Right now, I don't give a fuck about these people. I know who they are. Mike Johnson and JD Vance. Cool. But like they're saying, hey, this person come into the floor. Hey, this person come into the floor right now. I don't care about all that type of stuff. When Donald Trump starts his speech, we'll get going here pretty well. We'll get going here in a minute. But it looks like we're getting started. We're getting started here. We're getting started. That's what's good. But Fitz, yeah, I expect it to. It's already had some effect right now. I don't know. I mean, I just got an alert on CNBC that Bitcoin was pumping, or got an alert from somebody. Oh no, all my exchanges, CNBC hasn't hit up yet. Yeah, crypto.com, weeks, BYD5, Bluefin. Yeah, I paid $50 for something cool. Who is this? I'm not lowering the value for these claps. It's just the different cameras they're using. I don't know who these people are. Oh, I thought it was going to be a larger boycott. And hey, Mandeezy, so what if you're boring, you know how to make money and that takes time? Oh, I know that. That's why I still make my boring content. The difference is YouTube will not push my boring content out because everybody thinks if you make a flashy video, that's how you make money. But if you make a flashy video, that's how you make money from YouTube. But that's not how you make money from stocks and trading and stuff like that. There are a bunch of traders out there who will never trade live, right? That's just the way it is. That's the reason I try to trade live. But that's also why at the same time I tell you guys my mistakes of like, oh fuck, I fucked up. I sold here instead of like at the heavens, right? Or I did a trade over here and I sold over here for a few $100 loss, or a few $100 loss because I went to go get there was a false signal. I didn't let this close, and I thought it was already crossing over. And since I was about to go upstairs and make myself some hot dogs, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But my stop loss was at this level of support way back over here, so I would have still made money off of it. But whatever. Or these ones right here, you can see the target price is either right here or right here. Both hit, but you can't expect some grand drop off. My point is just to kind of show you the disciplined side of trading, and that's why I'm trying to do more of this trading in front of you. But again, this trade luckily happened at my normal 4 p.m. time, right? This trade was at 4:30 a.m. These ones over here, 2 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. This one right here, 5:15 p.m. I was live with you guys. I didn't take it. I didn't take it live, and I gave you guys my reasons for it. Mostly because of something. I don't remember the reason behind that one. But yeah, again, it hit the price target. Both of them hit, like that one closed right there with another sell signal. See how choppy it was?
Of the Supreme Court.
This one stop loss out, and so forth, right? But again, 3:30 a.m. I don't want to be up that late. But of course, the last trade I did over here with you guys, well, I showed you guys the profits and stuff, was over here. And that was 4 o'clock in the morning because I was drunk and I had just gotten back from the bars. Drunk. So, you know what I mean? I'm just like, 3:30 p.m. Lucky right there. I didn't take, no, this is the one where I didn't take it. And I told you guys I didn't take it because the 4 hour, the 1 hour chart wasn't where I wanted it to be. But then Trump announced the tariff stuff and it, you know, just by chance, boom, came down. But yeah, so my hope is that I can go live a lot for you guys and I can have these streams. Because what I might try to end up doing is I might invest in a new computer in a few months. Probably not now because I need to save up some money for some trips I got planned. But I may have a computer that's designed to stream 24/7 and it's not going to fuck up the systems and the processors and stuff I have. Like I have like 30 something cores in this computer. And I'm going to have it be streaming 24/7 with my Wi-Fi. And then when I notice stuff is happening, the cell signals are kicking off, whatever, I'll just hop online, hook up my camera, go online, and I'll just live trade it, right? But again, like this trade right here, right? You can aim for this for 0.45% profit or this for 0.77% profit. Right? And if you're doing 20x leverage, like I'm doing 20x leverage, that doesn't get you to the full 20, but it gets you fairly close, you know, anywhere from between 10 to 15, 10 to 17% profit, right? 10 to 18% profit. And so if that's a $5,000 trade, that's still pretty darn good, right? But again, am I going to be awake at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday? You know, that's what becomes a little bit more difficult. That's what becomes a tad bit more difficult. Looking at it right now, though, it looks nice. I mean, a lot of people up there, I don't know who they are. Barron Trump is right there. Then I think that's Ivanka. I think Trump Jr. I think is his name or something like that. I forget their names. They're gonna be in Bitcoin Vegas this year. I guarantee it. They might not be amongst the people, but they're in the back rooms. Let's see, all the Joint Chiefs and stuff like that. So it'll be pretty entertaining. I'd say pretty entertaining. And hey, sure we can't see your trades. I have no open trades right now besides the trades. I had a Bitcoin trade open and a Ethereum trade open at the beginning of the stream, but they both closed out because they both hit the price targets. My thing was, I was saying earlier, my thing was I didn't well, I put the price targets into the exchange so it was going to automatically sell when that level was hit, and it did, right? So instead of me selling at 64,500, which was my target price, we sold at $64,503 or something like that. But we're still going. We're still fine right now. We're consolidating. We're just trying to see if we can break through this level of resistance over here. And then I think I have. Nope. The Trump trades went out. Oh, it stopped out then went higher. See, this is my thing. Oh my God, stopped out, went higher. I bought over here. See, it's saying I sold right there, but I did not sell right there. Oh, see, it says I sold at 344. So, which is way up here. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. But basically, we bought over here and we just sold over here for a quick little profit. It wasn't a lot. I think I probably pocketed like $14, $13 total for the trade. We were just having some fun with it. Mr.
Speaker, the President's cabinet.
Yeah. Because we were looking to I was looking to sell around that resistance level. Now, it may skyrocket through that resistance level. It may skyrocket through it, like it happened with my Bitcoin, but I'm still going to be happy with it. But yeah, and oh yeah, well also, yeah, there's some resistance over here, but we're breaking through it pretty well. How's the 4-hour chart look on this one? Oh yeah, talk about choppiness galore for the last few 4-hour candles. Yeah, happy to be done with it for now. Anything pumping up here? ESP is up 70%, Dent is up 55, Punch is up 53. There are some ones that are getting pumped right now. I don't trade the pump ones. MYX is still down quite a bit. Meme. Yeah, I don't usually play around with this type of stuff, but it was interesting. But yeah, I have no open trades right now. I typically don't like to trade through big news events. In fact, I don't. Like, that's like me not trading stocks during earnings. I don't see the point of it. I'm not, actually, I see the point of why people can do it. I don't do it because I'm not good at it. That's probably just a blunt answer to it. Yeah, I just don't do it because I'm not good at it. Yeah, they walked down there, shaking hands with everybody. Secretary of War, Scott Bessent. It's so calm and collected. You know what I mean? It's so orderly. I don't know. I'm not used to it. I hedged my Solana short with this long at 78. Accidentally it popped. Nice long now, dude. It what do you call? It definitely gets to you right now. It definitely can get to you right now. But again, that's the volatility that happens. Like, I started off this stream like wondering, oh man, should I do a larger position, a smaller position because of all this volatility, or should I try to close the trade a little bit earlier and not do a far out price target? So what I did is I did a larger position. And I did a larger position with a higher leverage of 20x, and I had a shorter price target. So at the end of the day, I don't know if it actually tells you. Let's see, close long, close long. Doesn't tell you the actual like size. Failed realize. It isn't going into too deep when it talk about oh, sorry, I can't show that to you guys because what do you call? It's gonna take away from that. Yeah. Same window. I can open it up over here on the second one. You hedge trade Sol 100x? Oh Jesus, yeah. That's even more aggressive than me. Let me see. Oh, well, I made my money. That's all I care about today. That's all I really wanted at the end of the day. Let's see. Let's see. Man, they got the mic. Look, they got the microphone turned off, and it's not even there. Yeah. Oh shit. No. Fucking hat. God damn it. All right. Yeah, the plastic broke. Well, there goes a $300 pair of headphones. I'm gonna get the pieces. I'll fix it. I got tweezers and a super glue little brush I can use. Yeah. Which means I gotta go dorky for a minute and just have one headphone on. It'll jiggle. Oh God. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, it doesn't even hold its shape. Oh God, this is gonna be horrible. All right, there we go. All right. Trump means innovation, Trump means technology, and Trump means cryptocurrency era 2026. I'm hoping so, because these tariffs have been a pain in the ass for all these trades here. Let me pop this up right here. Yeah, okay. They're still talking. They haven't invited anybody else yet. The 1 hour, the 2 hour, you're starting to see these levels of resistance pop up for Bitcoin. I'm hoping it doesn't turn out to be a higher low, and we can continue to move even higher. You can see right now we're still trying to go higher. You can imagine there's an order block right there. If I can find the freaking, oh, there they are. Kind of imagine it over here. Level of resistance. Bitcoin's still going higher though. Yeah, we're starting to see Bitcoin go up a little bit higher there. I'll take it. But yeah, they're murmuring right now. So if you guys hear talking in the background, it's just that murmuring going on. 70K incoming, 84,000. See me gap? Oh, shit, okay. Oh, here we go. Let's go back. I'd rather use the exchanges money.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Oh, here we go. Now, who's going to be happy? Who's not going to be happy about all this stuff? Oh, we have like probably a few second lag. That's why we saw Bitcoin pump up a few seconds ago. Yeah, they're walking in right now. Minute by minute. Don't worry about the buy-sell signals on the 1 minute chart. They work on the 50-minute chart. That's what they're designed for, the 50-minute chart. But just trying to see how this is going to react with Trump talking. I love watching the people's faces. He doesn't like him. She doesn't like him. Kavanaugh thinks he's good. Oh shit! He skipped over Bennett because of his she fucked him over on the tariff stuff. Damn, he skipped right over. He's like, she ready? We're ready. He was like, nope, denied, negatory. Damn, he's embracing them like a real one. The military though, he's like, I got your back, you got my back. And then you got Democrats over there, semi good, semi happy. Okay, yeah. Fetterman's not happy. Leadership. This is the Democratic leadership right there. Is not happy. But you got some people who are happy. Bipartisan. All right. I always applaud a Democrat that applauds a Republican and vice versa. It shows you're a little bit more grown up. Now, how grown up is somebody in Congress? No, I think local government is always more grown up than federal government, but we'll have to see. I'm new to this, mate. Me too, bud. Coral mass ejection. Let's see. 7 billion short liquidations at 69,400. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. We're still doing fine. It's just going to be a hard road to get there. We might need the catalyst to break us through. Got $200 profit. Should I pull out? I pulled out. Yeah, I'm already out. I can't say whether or not what you should be doing, but I've already sold out. Yeah, I sold out a while ago. Excuse me. Now, I'm not entirely sure how long this speech is going to be, but I think it may be a minute here. It may be a minute. Let me see if I can pull this up, actually. And let's go over here. see if we can double this up. Uploads.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
All right, let's see how he does. I'm a people watcher, like I said, so that's all I really care about.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's really an honor. Speaker Johnson, Vice President Vance, First Lady of the United States. Second Lady of the United States.
Yeah, she's permanent right now.
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans, our nation is back, bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
Half applauding. All right, all right.
Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Marco Rubio is wearing big old
When I
boots
last
to make
spoke
himself
in
look
this
taller.
chamber 12 months ago, I had just inherited a nation in crisis with a stagnant economy, inflation at record levels, a wide open border, horrendous recruitment for military and police, rampant crime at home, and wars and chaos all over the world. But tonight, after just 1 year, I can say with dignity and pride that we have achieved a transformation like no one has ever seen before, and a turnaround for the ages. It is indeed a turnaround for the ages.
Oh, damn. He's looking at the Republicans. Look at Marco Rubio, though. Look at Marco Rubio. He has his big old tall boy boots on, and I can't stop looking because they make him, his posture is all fucked up because he's not good at walking in boots or heels, as they would say.
And we will never go back to where we were just a very short time ago. We're not going back. Today, our border is secure.
I feel like
Thank you.
he's going to piss people
Today,
off.
our
He's gonna make
border is
people laugh.
secure.
It's going to be one of those nights.
Our spirit
Ugh.
is restored. Inflation is plummeting. Incomes are rising fast. The roaring economy is roaring like never before. And our enemies are scared. Our military and police are stacked. And America is respected again, perhaps like never before.
This is why I can't watch this. It's just too much clapping. Come on, boy. But I'm
After
back.
4 years in which millions and millions of illegal aliens poured across our borders, totally unvetted and unchecked, We now have the strongest and most secure border in American history by far.
That is a win he could take to the bank any day.
In the past 9 months, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted to the United States.
Oh, you got Democrats involved with that clap.
But we will always allow people to come in legally, people that will love our country and will work hard to maintain our country.
Immigration got bipartisan support. All right.
The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year.
Shit, that's actually pretty darn good.
And last year, the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline, think of it, in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years, year 1900. In fact, substantially before my wonderful father, I had a wonderful father, Fred, before he was born, substantially before he was born. That's a long time ago. He wouldn't like me to say that, but that's a long time ago. The Biden administration and its allies in Congress gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. But in 12 months, my administration has driven core inflation down to the lowest level in more than 5 years. And in the last 3 months of 2025, it was down to 1.7%. Gasoline, which reached a peak of over $6 a gallon in some states under my predecessor, it was quite honestly a disaster, is now below $2.30 a gallon in most states, and in some places, $1.99 a gallon. And when I visited the great state of Iowa just a few weeks ago, I even saw $1.85 a gallon for gasoline.
BS.
Mortgage rates are the lowest in 4 years and falling fast, and the annual cost of a typical new mortgage is down almost $5,000 just since I took office. 1 year. And low interest rates will solve the Biden-created housing problem while at the same time protecting the values of those people who already own a house that really feel rich for the first time in their lives. We want to protect those values. We want to keep those values up. We're going to do both. And we are going to keep it that way. The stock market has set 53 all-time record highs since the election. Think of that, 1 year. Boosting pensions, 401ks, and retirement accounts for the millions and millions of Americans. They're all gaining. Everybody's up, way up. In 4 long years, the last administration got less than $1 trillion in new investment in the United States. And when I say less, substantially less. In 12 months, I secured commitments for more than $18 trillion pouring in from all over the globe.
He should talk about those Trump things he has for kids. Trump accounts. I think they're called. I don't know.
Think of it. Much less than $1 trillion for 4 years versus much more than $18 trillion for 1 year. What a difference a president makes. A short time ago, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. The hottest. As thousands of new businesses are forming and factories, plants, and laboratories are being built, we have added 70,000 new construction jobs in just a very short period of time. It's getting bigger and bigger and stronger. Nobody can believe what they're watching. American oil production is up by more than 600,000 barrels a day, and we just received from our new friend and partner, Venezuela, more than 80 million barrels of oil.
Our new friend, partner, yeah. Force him into that one. I like how I'm having the same conversation all the backbenchers are having. The people
American
in the way back.
natural gas production is at an all-time high because I kept my promise to drill, baby, drill. More Americans are working today than at any time in the history of our country. Think about that. Any time in the history of our country, more working today. And 100% of all jobs created under my administration have been in the private sector. We ended DEI in America.
Oh. Damn, they're going hot for the DEI. Hey, remember, no, volume doesn't equal price action. No. It could be an indication of something.
We cut a record number of job-killing regulations, and in 1 year we have lifted 2.4 million Americans, a record, off of food stamps. And for all of these reasons, I say tonight, members of Congress, the state of our union is strong.
Every time it goes to this, just focus on one person. One person always pops out. Can't help it.
Our country is winning again. In fact, we're winning so much that we really don't know what to do about it. People are asking me, please, 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 Mr. President, we're winning too much. We can't take it anymore. We're not used to winning in our country. Until you came along, we're just always losing, but now we're winning too much.
Damn.
And I say, no, 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 you're going to win again. You're going to win big. You're going to win bigger than ever. And to prove that point, here with us tonight is a group of winners who just made the entire nation proud. The men's gold medal Olympic hockey team. Come on in.
Shit, there you go. That's the moment right there. Oh, damn. They made him come in front of all the media. Oh, yeah. The media is not happy about them at all. You got 2, 3? You got 3 people in the entire media that were happy to see the team there. Bipartisan, though.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Canada's not happy. The men's hockey teams, they're from their personal post, they're kind of a little bit more conservative.
That's the first time I've ever seen them get up. And actually, not all of them did get up. But they beat a fantastic Canadian team in overtime, as everybody saw, as did the American women who will soon be coming to the White House.
Oh, shit. There you go. Yeah. Yep. That's going to be something interesting right there. I wonder if the Olympics are still going on. I haven't been paying
They
close
were in the
attention
Oval
to this
Office
year.
before, and I just want to say a second very big congratulations to Team USA. But I have to say that, and I told them this, and we took a vote of the team. I said, anybody votes no, I'm not doing it. So they stood there, and they weren't about to say no, because I've never seen a goaltender play as well as goalie Connor Hellebuck.
Yeah, that was crazy. Man, that's a rough sport. Anybody that can make it in the big leagues, it's a rough sport. He's going to make one of those old people have a heart attack.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off, do you practice that, or was that a little lucky? He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given, and which has been given to many athletes over the years. But when I say many, not too many, like 12, it's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Shit. That's a pretty nice medal to get. Some would say it's better than a gold medal.
Great athletes have gotten that, very great, the best, and I thought he deserved it. And I did take a vote, every single one of them. I said, I'm not giving it if anybody goes no, and every single one of them rapidly put up their hand. So I want to thank you all. What a special job you did. What special champions you are. Thank you very much. I'm also pleased to say that the next time the Olympic torch is lit, it will be here in America for the 2028 Olympics, and it's the summer version right in Los Angeles. We're going to do a good job in Los Angeles.
America.
And Los Angeles is going to be safe, just like Washington, D.C. is now one of the safest cities in the country.
Yeah. He knows how to bring you in just to like smack you back down if you're one of the Democrats on the other side.
And this year, and I must say I got them both. I got them in my first term, and I was disappointed because I didn't think I'd be the president when this happened. But strange things took place. And now I've got them because I got the Olympics and I got the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And I wanted to claim the 250th, but I didn't get away with that one. I couldn't claim that one for myself. But we're getting the World Cup. So we have the World Cup and the Olympics coming. And that is exciting news. So this will be a year to celebrate our country and the heroes who have kept it free. Men like Buddy Taggart. At age 17, Buddy volunteered to defend America in World War II, serving in the Pacific under the great General Douglas MacArthur. He fought bravely in the famous Battle of Manila, worked so hard. He was badly wounded and almost killed by enemy machine guns in Luzon. And 81 years ago this month, he liberated the largest internment camp in the Philippines, one of the largest anywhere in the world.
Damn.
But he earned many honors, including a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star, came home, started a family, and tonight he is in the gallery looking forward to July 4th, 2026, his 100th birthday.
Shit, making it to 100 and being a soldier, that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing. Oh, I thought they were taking it saying it was a sitting down guy, but I think it's the standing up guy. Yeah. I'm not even paying attention as much as I should be.
So, Buddy, you're a brave man, and we salute you. Even in times of challenge, setback, and immense heartache, the spirit of 1776 has always shone through very brightly. It was July 4th of last year when floodwaters tore through a girls' summer camp in Central Texas, one of the worst things I've ever seen. I was there, rising 26 feet in the matter of minutes, tragically claiming many, many lives. You all remember that one? As the waters threatened to sweep her away, 11-year-old Millie Kate McClelland closed her eyes and prayed to God. She thought she was going to die. Those prayers were answered when Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin descended from a helicopter above. Nobody knew where he came from. It was Scott's first ever rescue mission, a young guy, but very brave, very, very top, always top in his class. And he lifted not just Millie Kate, but 164 others to safety.
A lot of bipartisan stuff going on right now. Good.
People watched Scott from a distance, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The winds were blowing, the rain was pouring, everything was going, and that rapid water, nobody's ever seen anything like it. They said, wow, that's something. Tonight, Scott and Millie Kate are here together, reunited for the very first time. Thank you, Scott, Millie Kate. And Petty Officer Ruskin, I'm pleased to inform you that I am now awarding you the Legion of Merit for extraordinary heroism, which is what it was, extraordinary heroism. Thank you. And I'd like to have the military aide to please come down and take care of the service. Military aide, thank you very much. Take care of that very important service. Thank you very much. From 1776 to today, every generation of Americans has stepped forward to defend life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And they're really doing it for the next generation. But now it's our turn. Together we're building a nation where every child has the chance to reach higher and go further, where government answers to the people, not the powerful, and where the interests of hardworking American citizens are always our first and ultimate concern. That is the debt we owe to the heroes who came before us, and that is the promise we must keep to America for our 250th year. Last year, I urged this Congress to begin the mission by passing the largest tax cuts in American history, and our Republican majorities delivered so beautifully. Thank you, Republicans. All Democrats, every single one of them, voted against these really important and very necessary massive tax cuts.
Okay. Little hostile now.
They wanted large-scale tax increases to hurt the people instead. But we held strong, and with the great, big, beautiful bill, we gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
Those are some pretty fucking good things. If only I got tips. And if only I was a senior.
And we also made interest on auto loans tax deductible the first time, but only if the car is made in America. Recently in Pennsylvania, I met Megan Hemhauser, a devoted mom who's homeschools her children, beautiful, 2 children, during the day while waiting tables at night as her husband works overtime operating very heavy equipment. Megan is here this evening, and she's happy to tell you that she is so much richer because with no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and our expanded child tax credit done again by Republicans, Megan and her husband will take home more than $5,000 extra just for the year, cutting her tax bill in more than half.
I mean, that's fucking good.
Megan, please stand up. We're fighting for you, Megan. Thank you, Megan.
Oh, I didn't know if Megan was the one in front of her. The way he was talking.
Thank you, Megan.
Stand up.
We're fighting for you, Megan. Under our bill, parents like Megan can also activate their children's brand new Trump accounts. And I didn't name it. I did not name it. I did not name that.
Oh, yeah, for fuck's sake, yeah, you did.
Nobody believes me, but I did not name it. It was named by a very tall man sitting right there in the third row. Nice man, a good man. Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million American children.
That is pretty crazy.
They're great people. You know, I asked Michael Dell, how do you make all that money? He said, well, I just sat on my dorm in school, and I made computers, and I'd sell them to people. And I just kept selling and selling and selling, and pretty amazing story. That's called the American dream. He sold a lot of computers, a lot of those laptops, so I congratulate him on that, but I really thank him and Susan, as well as others like Brad Gerstner, a very tremendous guy. He was behind it right from the beginning. Brad Gerstner. Thank you, Brad. So with modest additional contributions, these young people's accounts could grow to over $100,000 or more by the time they turn 18. Think of it. How much money is that for somebody that started with nothing? Over 100,000, could be much more than that. To make this investment in our children's future, go to trumpaccounts.gov, trumpaccounts.gov. And a lot of people are doing it. It's setting every record in the book. It's popular. They knew what it was going to take. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of the people that got it started. And now it's just taken off. One of the primary reasons for our country's stunning economic turnaround, the biggest in history, where the Dow Jones broke 50,000 4 years ahead of schedule, and the S&P hit 7,000, where it wasn't supposed to do it for many years, were tariffs. I used these tariffs, took in hundreds of billions of dollars to make great deals for our country, both economically and on a national security basis. Everything was working well. Countries that were ripping us off for decades are now paying us hundreds of billions of dollars. They were ripping us so badly, you all know that. Everybody knows it. Even the Democrats know it. They just don't want to say it. And yet these countries are now happy, and so are we. We made deals. The deals are all done. And they're happy. They're not making money like they used to, but we're making a lot of money. There was no inflation, tremendous growth. And the big story was how Donald Trump called the economy correctly, and 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics didn't. They got it totally wrong. They got it really wrong.
They said we were having
And then
a
just
disaster
4 days ago, an unfortunate ruling from the United States Supreme Court. It just came down. It came down. Very unfortunate ruling.
Shit. And they're inside his house.
But the
Damn.
good news is that almost all countries and corporations want to keep the deal that they already made, right, Scott? Knowing that the legal power that I, as president, have to make a new deal could be far worse for them, and therefore they will continue to work along the same successful path that we had negotiated before the Supreme Court's unfortunate involvement. So despite the disappointing ruling, these powerful, country-saving, it's saving our country, the kind of money we're taking in, peace-protecting. Many of the wars I settled was because of the threat of tariffs. I wouldn't have been able to settle them without. Will remain in place under fully approved and tested alternative legal statutes. And they have been tested for a long time. They're a little more complex, but they're actually probably better, leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time-tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love. Right? Moving forward, factories, jobs, investment, and trillions of dollars will continue pouring into the United States of America because we finally have a president who puts America first. I put America first. I love America. For decades before I came along, we had the exact opposite. From trade to healthcare, from energy to immigration, everything was stolen and rigged in order to drain the wealth out of the productive, hardworking people who make our country great, who make our country run. Under Biden and his corrupt partners in Congress and beyond, it reached a breaking point with the Green New scam, open borders for everyone. They poured in by the millions and millions from prisons, from mental institutions. They were murderers, 11,888 murders. They came into our country. You allowed that to happen. And record-setting inflation that cost the typical family $34,000 in just a speck of time. Now the same people in this chamber who voted for those disasters suddenly used the word affordability, a word. They just used it. Somebody gave it to them, knowing full well that they caused and created the increased prices that all of our citizens had to endure. You caused that problem. You caused that problem.
Damn. Who is he looking at when he says this type of shit, though, too? That's crazy. Oh, and they got the standing ovation. Oh, no.
They knew their statements were a lie. They knew it. They knew their statements were a dirty, rotten lie.
Oh, God.
Their policies created the high prices. Our policies are rapidly ending them. We are doing really well. Those prices are plummeting downward.
Damn. He really understands the impact
The
of
price of
economy
eggs
on the midterms, though.
is down 60%, Madam Secretary. Thank you. The cost of chicken, butter, fruit, hotels, automobiles, rent is lower today than when I took office by a lot. And even beef, which was very high, is starting to come down significantly. Just hold on a little while. We're getting it down. And soon you will see numbers that few people would think were possible to achieve just a short time ago. Nobody can believe when they see the kind of numbers, and especially energy, when they see energy going down to numbers like that, they cannot believe it. It's like another big tax cut. I'm also confronting one of the biggest ripoffs of our times, the crushing cost of health care caused by you. Since the passage of the Unaffordable Care Act,
crazy.
sometimes referred to as Obamacare, big insurance companies have gotten rich. It was meant for the insurance companies, not for the people. With our government giving them hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars a year as their stock prices soared 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, and even 1,700%, like nothing else. That's why I introduced the great health care plan. I want to stop all payments to big insurance companies and instead give that money directly to the people so they can buy their own health care, which will be better health care at a much lower cost. In addition, my plan requires maximum price transparency. That's a big deal. Sounds so simple, so big. And I did that in my first term, and the Democrats immediately terminated it with full knowledge that they were doing a very bad thing for the people. Costs were going to go way up, and that's what happened, and now I'm bringing them way down on health care and everything else. I'm also ending the wildly inflated cost of prescription drugs like has never happened before. Other presidents tried to do it, but they never could. They tried. Most didn't try, actually. But they tried. They said they tried. They couldn't do it. They didn't even come close. They were all talk and no action, but I got it done. Under my just enacted most favored nation agreements, Americans who have for decades paid by far the highest prices of any nation anywhere in the world for prescription drugs will now pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for drugs. Anywhere, the lowest price. So in my first year of the second term, should be my third term, but strange things happen. I took prescription drugs, a very big part of health care, from the highest price in the entire world to the lowest. That's a big achievement. The result is price differences of 300, 400, 500, 600% and more, all available right now at a new website called TrumpRx.gov. And I didn't name that one either, by the way. And here tonight is the very first customer ever to get that big discount, and it is big, Catherine Rayner. For 5 years, she and her husband have struggled with infertility, and they turned to IVF. One drug has been costing Catherine $4,000 to purchase. But a few weeks ago, she logged onto the Trump RX website and got that same drug that cost $4,000, got it for under $500, a reduction of much more, actually, than $3,500. Catherine, we are all praying for you, and you're going to be a great mom. So now I'm calling on Congress to codify my most favored nation program into law. Now, the one thing, I'm not sure it matters because it's going to be very hard for somebody that comes along after me to say, let's raise drug prices by 700 or 800%. But John and Mike, if you don't mind, codify it anyway. They may do it. Codify it anyway. Thank you. Many Americans are also concerned that energy demand from AI data centers could unfairly drive up their electric utility bills. Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that I have negotiated the new Ratepayer Protection Pledge. You know what that is? We're telling the major tech companies that they have the obligation to provide for their own power needs. They can build their own power plants as part of their factory so that no one's prices will go up. And in many cases, prices of electricity will go down for the community, and very substantially down. This is a unique strategy never used in this country before. We have an old grid. It could never handle the kind of numbers, the amount of electricity that's needed. So I'm telling them they can build their own plant. They're going to produce their own electricity. It will ensure the company's ability to get electricity while at the same time lowering prices of electricity for you, and could be very substantial for all of you cities and towns. You're going to see some good things happen over the next number of years. Another pillar of the American dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of two from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes. And now I'm asking Congress to make that ban permanent, because homes for people, really, that's what we want. We want homes for people, not for corporations. Corporations are doing just fine. Rachel, thank you very much. Good luck with your home. You'll get one soon. We're also working to make it easier for Americans to save for retirement. And under this administration, we will always protect Social Security and Medicare. They are not protecting it for our seniors. We will always protect.
He's audastic.
Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid.
They could have just made this a Netflix special.
Since I took office, the typical 401k balance is up by at least $30,000. That's a lot of money. We have millions and millions of people, because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records. Your 401ks are way up. Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these often forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
Jesus. He's saying the right stuff there. I don't think any politician should have stocks. If they have them right now, they're allowed to, but still don't like it. Oh, God. Everybody's laughing on the other side because they all know. Yeah, everybody knows. It's a hidden secret. Both sides do it.
They stood up for that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here?
Oh,
Doubt it.
Shit.
Pass the Stop Insider Trading Act without delay.
They should really make that a clean bill, because I really think it should pass. I think it does have bipartisan support. Is Nancy Pelosi even there?
I wasn't sure if anybody even on this side was going to applaud for that. I'm very impressed. Thank you. I'm very impressed. But when it comes to the corruption that is plundering, it's plundering America. There's been no more stunning example than Minnesota, where members of the Somali community have pillaged an estimated $19 billion from the American taxpayer. We have all the information.
I forgot so much shit happened this year.
And in actuality, the number is much higher than that. And California, Massachusetts, Maine, and many other states are even worse. This is the kind of corruption that shreds the fabric of a nation, and we are working on it like you wouldn't believe. So tonight, although started 4 months ago, I am officially announcing the war on fraud to be led by our great Vice President, J.D. Vance.
If they find fraud and it's big, it's going to be a big news story. I mean, the Minnesota one was already massive enough, wasn't it? That was social media crazy, too.
He'll get it done. Find enough of that fraud, we will actually have a balanced budget overnight. It'll go very quickly. That's the kind of money you're talking about. We'll balance our budget. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where corruption and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates, rent, taxes, and perhaps most importantly, crime. We will take care of this problem. We're going to take care of this problem. We are not playing games. Delilah. Delilah Coleman was only 5 years old in June 2024 when a 18-wheel tractor trailer plowed into her stopped car traveling at 60 miles an hour or more. The driver was an illegal alien let in by Joe Biden and given a commercial driver's license by open borders politicians in California. Doctors said Delilah would never be able to walk or talk, have a good life. She wouldn't even be able to eat again. But against all odds, she is now in the first grade learning to walk. And she's here this evening with her dad, Marcus, a fantastic man. Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up. Thank you, Delilah. Many, if not most, illegal aliens do not speak English and cannot read even the most basic road signs as to direction, speed, danger, or location. That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens. And yesterday, as you probably saw at the White House, I hosted a ceremony with Americans who lost their treasured loved ones to the scourge of illegal immigration. People came into our country, how we allowed this to happen with our open borders. These are the angel moms and families that for decades our government betrayed and our media totally ignored. It was terrible. Hard to believe, actually. In 2023, a 16-year-old high school cheerleader named Elizabeth Medina was supposed to perform in her town's Christmas parade, but she never arrived. Her mother, Jacqueline, went home to look for her, and she found her lying dead in a bathtub, bleeding profusely after being stabbed 25 times. Elizabeth's killer was a previously arrested illegal alien who had broken in and brutally extinguished the brightest light in her family's life, violently and viciously. Her heartbroken mother is in the gallery to remind everyone in this chamber exactly why we are deporting illegal alien criminals to our country at record numbers, and we're getting them the hell out of here fast. We don't want them. Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Thank you. We can never forget that many in this room not only allowed the border invasion to happen before I got involved, but indeed they would do it all over again if they ever had the chance. If they ever got elected, they would open up those borders to some of the worst criminals anywhere in the world. The only thing standing between Americans and a wide open border right now is President Donald J. Trump and our great Republican patriots in Congress. Thank you. Thank you. As we speak, Democrats in this chamber have cut off all funding for the Department of Homeland Security. It's all cut off. It's all cut off. They have instituted another Democrat shutdown, the first one costing us 2 points on GDP. 2 points we lost on GDP, which probably made them quite happy, actually. Now they have closed the agency responsible for protecting Americans from terrorists and murderers. Tonight I'm demanding the full and immediate restoration of all funding for the border security, homeland security of the United States, and also for helping people clean up their snow. We have no money because of the Democrats, and it would be nice. We'd love to give you a hand at cleaning it up, but you gave no money. Nobody's getting paid. It's a shame. So you have to think about it. We have, in case you didn't know, a pretty large snowstorm out there. One of the great things about the State of the Union is how it gives Americans the chance to see clearly what their representatives really believe. So tonight I'm inviting every legislator to join with my administration in reaffirming a fundamental principle. If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
I feel like we need an actor to be president just so we can have those moments of like, yeah, fuck yeah. God, he says too much.
Isn't that a shame? You should be ashamed of yourself not standing up. You should be ashamed of yourself. That is why I'm also asking you to end deadly sanctuary cities that protect the criminals and enact serious penalties for public officials who block the removal of criminal aliens. In many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country, they're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
You can't. It never looks good when you interrupt them during a section where you're not winning, which Democrats don't win on immigration, but they win on like healthcare or something like that, right? You gotta be careful how you combat. Like the ICE stuff, that's so 2 weeks ago. That's so January, as bad as that sounds.
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act. To stop illegal aliens and others who are unpermitted persons from voting in our sacred American elections. That cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant. It's very simple. All voters must show voter ID. All voters must show proof of citizenship in order to vote. And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military, or travel. None. And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats, 89%. And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot. Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card.
That's wild.
Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good. No good. Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
It has to be close to over.
The reason they don't want to do it, why would anybody not want voter ID? One reason, because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses. They say it's racist. They come up with things, you almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated, and their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John. And here is one more opportunity to show common sense in government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
Oh, damn. Yeah, damn. That's wild. We're just a wild country sometimes, right? The guy next to her is just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
And thank you for your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about this? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately. Woo.
Wait, that's what gets bipartisan support? That's wild.
Look, nobody stands up. These
Oh,
people
maybe I got a
are
bad view.
crazy. I'm telling you. They're crazy.
Oh, they tricked me with the angle. I thought everyone was standing up. Oh, God.
Amazing. Incredible. Boy, oh boy. We're lucky we have a country. With people like this, Democrats are destroying our country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
Bitcoin free of tax. Oh, dude, that'd
No
be
one
fucking
cares
awesome.
more about protecting America's youth than our wonderful First Lady. Now a movie star. She's a movie star. Can you believe it? Who would have believed that? Over the past year, she has had an incredible impact championing AI legislation, advancing a landmark executive order on foster care, and helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan support. She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot. Someday you're going to have to tell me how you did that. And students and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future. Tonight, we welcome two young people whose lives reflect the First Lady's impact, Sierra Burns and Everest Nevermont. Thank you both, and
Those are
Melania,
East
thank
Coast
you. I
names.
know how hard you
Those are
worked
East
on it.
Coast
Thank you very much.
This is a long-ass speech.
I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal. This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man.
I totally forgot about Charlie Kirk.
So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred, really martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
I can't tell if she's acting or not.
Thank you, Erica. Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind. We love religion, and we love bringing it back, and it's coming back at levels that nobody actually thought possible. It's really a beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zarutska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman, Irina, fled war-torn Ukraine to live with relatives near Charlotte, North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body.
Damn.
No one will ever forget. There were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zarutska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter, Irina.
That's fucking insane. Jesus. Also, I don't take public transportation. No.
How do you not stand? How do you not stand? I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there. Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana, big success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen? In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago. I don't like to hear that. One of sick people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround.
He's so over the top.
Was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country.
Damn.
And all because she wore the uniform of our nation. She was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. Next day, sick. and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was a great person. I saw reports on her. They've never seen anything like it.
I doubt we're going to have any talk about the markets or finance tonight, because he already went over the stock market and stuff like that.
So sorry. Thank you very much. She's a great young lady. I saw reports that were like, perfect. She was perfect. Serving alongside Sarah that day was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance, except his wonderful mother, named Melody, who I spoke to the same night, and she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone, but his mother said, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance. She said, I have no doubt, sir, he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will be okay. The doctors didn't understand what she was saying.
Too much.
And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right. Amazing, actually. I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death, and we're talking about the edge of death, on his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much. So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
They got a general to do it too? Oh. We love you all. Love you.
We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India. Would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared. And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
So he owes a lot to Marco Rubio.
People like you. You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one was about 54%. And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy. And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
He's been a good one so far.
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both living and dead, has been returned home. Can you believe that? Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that was possible. Both living and dead. And those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. It was an amazing period of time. And they came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough, but we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back. But we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And
on the second yawn now.
They finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so grieved, but they were so happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, "Sir, we have our boy back." What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job. And we're working very hard to end the 9th war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military, obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
We're going back into Iran. We're going back into Iran.
Good. For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb.
Father of the roadside bomb is so crazy to say. The father of the roadside bomb.
And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like, 32,000 protests. 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue. They're starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again, and are at this moment again pursuing their sinister ambitions. We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those secret words. We will never have a nuclear weapon. My preference is to solve this problem through diplomacy. But one thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon. Can't let that happen.
Oh, but Democrats are saying up for that one.
And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called peace through strength, and it's been very, very effective.
This is a long-ass speech. This is a very freaking long speech.
So thanks to Republicans in Congress who are investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed, at my very strong request, to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 2. And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily with one meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up. Now 5%, then they're paid. And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting. And every service member recently. And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776. You know, they put it on my desk. We got the money from tariffs and other things, a lot of money we have. We have much more money than people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money.